Isn't this what made it so we couldn't win last time?
No, this is what I screamed at for about 15 minutes and like literally gave myself the worst headache of my life. But that's okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'm just gonna like tell a story so I don't.
Okay.
It's all good.
Welcome back to Fuzz Punch Arcade.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Hey, who are you? How'd you get here?
Want to know something funny? I timed that intro so that way it'd be done loading.
Did you?
By the time, forgot there was a second loading screen.
I was just about to say, like, this
been a
game caught
while.
me reaching. I was like, okay, so here's the test, and then the other loading screen. Again.
Well, I'm glad to be back, even though I was told I was gonna play a fun game. But
We literally we know you're good at video games, so Kevin and I take the time to make sure like we first of all lie to you and say, yeah, come on the show, we'll play some fun games. And then we're like, okay, well, what's the game we just have to beat, but like we can't beat because we're so bad at it, and also we just don't have the patience. So like this is what we picked out, you know.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's right. They did just kind of fall apart there.
yeah, I texted these guys when I was at school, and I'm like, yo, I wanna come back on the channel, but play a good game. And then I took like 3 days to decide, and I just couldn't. So here we are. Here we are at Sonic again.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember we were
This guy's
going
a
to
little
record
pussy.
today, and Dan's like, all right, well, if Thomas has a game picked, we'll record. And I look over at you, and I just say, so do you have a game picked? No. Sonic 06? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna make the best of it, and you're actually gonna beat this trial
I
today.
might. This guy isn't that bad.
I have to see the scene.
Kill Metal Gear Rex. Oh, what the hell is that?
Anyway,
Are there
okay.
no rings in this level?
No, that's the thing. Like
That's
you have
why
to get
it's
through
so
it.
courageous.
All right, so
Is not putting the game in your PS3 enough? That's a real test of courage.
Honestly, that's
So,
a
Dan-
really good question. That's a really good.
Dan, I have a question for you.
All right.
Have you heard of that thing on like? Oh shit, I forgot. It has to go through it again.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that thing where like those people go like on YouTube, they go like, yeah boy, and they like go on for like a minute.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so one of my friends texted me, right?
Okay.
And she was like, she opened with, holy fuck, my speakers. And I'm like, what? And it was like 20 minutes later, she replies and she's like, I watched this video called Longest Yeah Boy Ever, Will Ruin Speakers on max volume. And now my phone speakers won't work. And I was like, that's a real test of courage.
No. I think that's grounds to sue and get some money. Get a new phone back.
They told you in the title, this will ruin your phone.
Oh, you know what? It's like the McDonald's. Careful, there's hot coffee inside of this coffee cup.
Yeah. Oh man, that reminds me. Dealing with customer service, this crazy person who keeps coming back to the theater, she's finally gonna get banned, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know who I'm talking about? The blonde lady. She comes in with her mom.
Damn, she's a fan of the show.
No,
Come on.
I don't
Oh,
think
she's
I know
a fan
who you're
of.
talking
She's
about.
a fan of the show. Please don't come back to our theater. Not because you're a fan of the show, but also because you're just insane. But here's what happened. It was back when I was working in concessions, and this lady shows up, and I'm like, "Oh, hello," and she's like, "Is there?"
Yes, hello.
This is back when Dan didn't have, or rather, still had his accent.
Yeah, when I still had my Dutch accent.
Dutch accent.
You know, once you're in America long enough, you get that American accent.
Yeah.
Mine's a little Chicagoan,
Keg.
but Chicago. But she talked to me and was like, "Oh," which is a manager. Talked to one manager and was like, "Can I get an application?" He's like, "Yeah, just see me after the show, and I'll give it to you then, so that way you don't have to hold it the entire show." It's like, thanks. Then she goes up to our friend.
Nice.
She goes up to our friend, thinking that that's the same manager, and it's like, "Where's my application?" He's like, "Oh, what?" And so he gets it for her, and I'm closing up concessions.
Yeah.
We're closed, right? And my thing with concessions is that if you don't turn off, oh my god, high five!
Yeah.
I was too engulfed in your story.
I'll give you one as well. That was a bad one. There we go.
Yeah.
Wasn't looking at your wrist.
What are you gonna get? Oh, for Sonic!
I see the waveform on that. That is ugly.
Oh, gross. But I want to turn off the lights, right?
Yeah.
So that way no customers walk up to the concession stands. It's closed. I mean, also, I can't serve anyone else, but I just don't want to confuse customers, make them upset, because customers get upset when the lights are on and we're not open. Like, they genuinely get upset. It's like, you look open. It's like, well, I'm not.
I just picture people standing, like, doing the pee dance, looking at the light. They're like, I want to get something, but I can't.
We're closed. But I turn off the lights, and she's all the way on the other end of concessions.
Okay.
And she's like, excuse me, can you leave those on? And I'm like, who the fuck is this person to fill out an application like an asshole? And then
they
do
were
this?
doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm like, uh-huh. And so I flip it up.
That accent was thick.
And so she doesn't get the job because she wants $10 an hour. And
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, and I've worked there 4 years and I'm not even there yet.
Yeah, I've been there a little bit longer, and that's not
and
the
you don't
case.
have that, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, not even close, really.
Right. But so it's like she's not gonna get hired. But then she comes back and she genuinely thinks that because Sally's really the one.
Oh,
Amy's
God.
in all the other Sonic games. She isn't in any of them. I gotta pick her. You know,
Fair enough, right?
and it's pretty hot. I mean, what?
What? Oh.
Keep going, Dan. Come on.
But
You're fine.
she thinks that because she filled out an application, she gets to see movies for free or get free like stuff. I'm dead serious.
Oh,
and so they
right.
explained that to her, and so she's like, okay, well, and then she found a new way to be like, I was in this movie last week at this time in this showing, and something bad happens, and I'd like a guest pass, please. And so they checked and like, actually, we didn't sell for that show at all. And so she like started lying about that manager who called her out on it. This customer, right? So this customer is like just like so crazy. And then she freaking she comes back yesterday to have the theater pay for her dry cleaning.
Ooh, save the game. You're okay.
Yeah.
You're a man among men, my friend.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
We're doing it.
What even happened last time? You're
Okay,
like,
all right,
I'm gonna
no.
jump off the eagle and live, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
died or something.
Well, because
It's been a while.
it's been a while, and
Did the
So-
eagle just shit? Oh, this is
I mean, honestly, I could jump off him right now if I wanted to, like that.
Yeah, there you go.
nice, ballsy.
Nice.
But yeah,
This level's
so we paid for her
stupid.
dry cleaning, and then they took her ID upstairs because
Uh-huh.
they're going to ban her from the theater.
Oh yeah, so like
Oh,
photocopy it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
my
now-
ex-girlfriend.
Now I don't remember this one.
I think I skipped it on accident.
Did you? Oh.
Ah!
You know what? Now it's all becoming clear again.
Yeah.
Stand back! I'll use my Sonic fan fiction on them.
No.
Silver the Hedgehog was a lonely hedgehog who didn't have any friends.
No one to high five his stupid head.
Poor plot. Grammar. Cannot compute.
So, I worked at a dry cleaners.
Yeah.
To kind of go with your story, I worked at a dry cleaners over the summer, and we closed at 6:30. And this lady calls in, or no, this guy calls in. And he's like really thick Indian accent,
Oh yeah.
and he's
I
like,
remember
he's
this.
like, yeah, hello. I locked myself out of my establishment here at Lyle, and I need a cab. And I'm like, what? And he walks in and he's like, yes, I called about the cab. And I'm like, this is a dry. I'm like, sir, this is a dry cleaners. He's like, yes, I know, but I don't have a phone. And I'm like, you just called me. And then he was like, yeah, I need you to call the American taxi for me. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm the only one there. And this is like, that's not supposed to happen. There's supposed to be like someone else there. Because we have like,
Radical!
we have people wanting their dry cleaning and they're very rude about it sometimes. And
Oh,
I
I
get
bet.
upset. Yeah. So, I mean, here I am calling a cab, and of course, it's called American Taxi Service, and I dial this number, and I pick up the phone, they're like, hello, American Taxi Service! And I'm like, okay.
That's
my
an
God.
American accent.
Are they from Holland too?
I'm like,
Hey now.
can you get this guy a cab? It's like, not for me, but we like need it now. And they're like, yes, let me see. And like 10 minutes later, this guy comes, and it's like 6:45, and I'm still here. My boss is like gone. And he's like, yeah, you just need to leave, just lock up the front, and I'll be back at, frame rate, and I'll be back at like 7 to like, okay, to close up. And so it's like almost 7 o'clock, and I'm still on the phone with this guy. And he goes, yeah, can I get a name for the guy in the cab? And I swear to God, he said like Shitaflutu, and I'm like, what the fuck? How do you spell that? And he's like S E boo boo. I'm like, all right, fuck this. So I get the cab and I'm there till like 7. Customers are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Wanted me to call him a fucking cab.
Honestly, like, it's just unreasonable to like demand that of someone just because they're working in like a customer service position.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, do this thing for me. Like, I'm not actually.
This is literally not my job.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not actually. I'm not actually a slave, you know, right? Like, you can't just come into this place of business and be like, I need you to lick my asshole. And it's like, sir, that's down the street at Asshole Lickerson's. And I can't do that. It's like, no, I need you to do it.
Family-run business.
I
Very
just went
nice.
backwards.
Oh my! Oh, you ringed backwards.
Oh my God, where are you?
102. I got 102 rings.
Nice.
No, not.
All right, you're back on the path.
All right.
Now. Yeah, I guess just go right.
But I don't think that
fine.
enemy's here now for me to like.
a very simple. Oh, you're right. There's no guy there. Fucking game.
This game
What a
is
good
dumb.
game.
I remember in other Sonic games when there's a necessary jump like that, they have that enemy respawn. Usually.
Kevin, this isn't a necessary.
It was necessary to get across there.
I think
Like there. If you fell off but could get back to that point, other Sonic games would have that guy respawn. Typically.
here's the thing. When a guy calls you to get a cab, and he walks into the dry cleaner, he's like, "Where's
Oh,
my?"
is that American Taxi Service? It has an eagle.
He's like, "Where's my fucking cab?" And I'm like, "Uh-oh." I want 4 shirts, please.
I have a yellow shirt. Will that help?
He's like, "Fuck you."
I had to deal with something very similar, except it was an old lady, so I kind of felt bad. She was probably like 900 years old.
900
Nice.
years old?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
She was like, okay, my movie got out early, or maybe she was seeing like a rated R movie or something, and it had bad language that those children be using these days, so it was like,
Did she say that?
No.
I've had people say stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Someone called the other day and was like,
There's a
I want to see,
job.
what are your new movies that are out? One with not too much swearing, please. And I was like, well, ma'am, I've seen one movie that we have here, Doctor Strange. She's like, no, I don't want to see that. I said, then I can't help you.
Yeah.
This is rated R, that's all I know. Oh, the door's open.
Oh, it is?
There's a hole in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you did that? I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't
There's a silver story. I don't need to put.
Yeah, this is...
You know,
boy.
No, I am kind of shocked that some people like they'll be like offended by someone swearing in a movie when they're like 40.
Okay.
Invisible wall.
What's momentum? Never heard of it. Does it come after first momentum?
you know, I shouldn't have tried that because I won life.
Oh fuck.
Hey, I saved. Shut up, Dan.
Well, you have 0 lives too, right? Like, is that
Yeah,
a thing?
yeah, that's
Okay. Isn't that weird? It's like, all right, I have 1 life right now, but I also have 0.
Throw the fucking block, you little bitch. Okay. It's Assassin's
The
Creed.
wood in Mobius is fucking legit.
Do I just go down?
You don't want to mess with any cedar trees around
Watch
here.
out! Crabs!
I can knock that Did you? Did you knock that structure
I think
down?
I
Is
did.
that- all right, wait for your psycho to recharge.
Yeah, you're psycho.
My psychopath?
Yeah, get your psychopath back. Did we ever talk about... We're gonna save that for next time, but because I don't think we talked about the Psychopass movie.
Oh,
that-
it's...
when we went and saw it.
Yeah, I'll save my opinion.
Are we
till
gonna?
next
Am
episode.
I gonna keep going?
Next time in the
You know
arcade.
what? We might as well stop here. This is a good
Next
stop.
time,
Oh
whoa.
gosh.
Next time in the arcade.
You're using your psycho power a little bit too strong there, man. I'm seeing inside wood.